We are going to work on our mud cloth today. So as you can see, I have 3 pieces of this long paper. And if you remember back to when we were in the computer lab, we learned that the mud cloth was sewn together. So that's what we're going to do with our paper. See how we can fit it to make one long paper. So I have my glue stick. And what I'm going to do is glue each edge of the middle piece of paper. So I'm just going to take the glue stick and go down the side once, go down this side once, put the lid back on my glue stick, and we're going to put maybe a finger width of paper down. So now these 2 pieces are glued together. We're going to do the next side. Same thing, a finger width. Alright, now we have our full piece that we're going to use for our mud cloth. Next step, I have my sketches here with me. Have both sides completed. So now I'm going to choose what designs I want to put on my mud cloth. So we have what we printed out the other day. And we're going to lay it right in the middle of our paper. We're not going to glue it down, we're just going to set it there. And what we're going to do is make all of our line designs around this paper. So I'm going to use pencil first and start my designs. Alright, so first maybe I'll do some circles. Maybe I want some squares in here. And I'm going to do all around it. And we have this piece here because we don't want to do where this is going to go because then we won't see it. Maybe I'll do some zigzags. Alright, and I still have 2 sides to go, so I'm going to keep working. Alright, so now I have my full line designs all the way around. And I'm ready to color them in. So what we're going to use is all neutral colors. Neutral colors include brown, black, white, tan, and gray. So I have my crayons right out there, ready to go. So we have black crayons, brown crayons, and white crayons. Now why would we use white crayons? Because they're not going to show up on our paper, are they? Well, later when we paint them, they're going to show up because of something called crayon resist. Can you guys say crayon resist? That's when you color in with white, and then when you paint over it, the crayon will show through the paint. And you can do it with any color, so not just white, but it's all colors. So we're going to use white. So I'm going to pick a black crayon, a brown crayon, and a white crayon to use. And I'm going to start coloring. Now, if you watch here, I'm taking my time and I'm also making it nice and dark. Because if we don't, the crayon resist that we talked about earlier will not work. So you need to make sure it's nice and dark. Maybe I'll do brown. Nice and dark. And then maybe I'll switch to a white dot. So you're not going to be able to see it, but you still need to push hard and make sure You try to get it all colored in. See how you can't see it? But it's still going down, and when we paint over it, it's going to look awesome. Now, I'm going to show you an example, and you guys tell me if you think it's good. What do you think? I don't think it's very good either, because these are all too light of marks. The crayon resist isn't going to work. So if you come up to me and it looks like this, I'm going to say, you need to go back and make these darker, right? But I know you guys won't do that, right? Alright, so I'm going to keep on working, make sure every line is colored in. Now I have my completed, colored in with crayon mud cloth design. Can definitely tell I pushed hard enough because my hand hurts really bad. If you need to take a break for a minute, that's fine, because I sure needed to. Alright, so that is what we have to do today. Hope you guys have fun. Today we are going to paint our mud cloth. So I have my supplies here, I have my water, my brush, my brown paint, because we're only going to use brown paint. Remember, we're doing neutral colors. My paper towel, and I'm painting on newspaper. So, I'm going to dip my brush in, start getting my paint wet. You want to make sure you get a lot of water in there, because we don't want the paint to be super dark on our paper. I'm going to start in the corner. And see how the paint goes right over the crayon, and you can still see that? That is that crayon resist we were talking about. Looks awesome. See how you can still see the white? These are going to look so awesome. Remember, I'm not just scribbling my brush, right? I'm going down and up and down. Nice strokes. And we're going to paint over the middle. Even though we're going to glue something down there, we're still going to paint over it. Alright, and I'm going to keep on painting. Alright, now you can see my finished painted mud cloth background. It looks nice and neat. You can see the white paint too, the white crayon. Look how cool that looks. I painted right over that and it still shows up. That's crayon resist. Alright, so that's what we're going to do today.